Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Gridiron Network podcast. Today, Harry and I got 2.0, mock draft 2.0. We've got our second
Let's
iteration of our
go.
mock draft here. Post combine, we're kind of in the middle of free agency at the moment. As of the day recording, today's March 12th, so we're about 2 days past the free agency window. Harry, how are we feeling today?
Man, I'm doing fantastic. Unfortunately, my team isn't doing that much in free agency. I thought we were gonna have Trey Hendrickson, not anymore, so that was quite
Oh, close,
unfortunate. But
close.
yeah, oh yeah, thanks, yeah, thanks. But how's your team doing, man? How's free
Um,
agency for you?
we've made a lot of good moves, and we've lost a lot of people for that have gone on cheap deals too. Man, that's
Yeah,
the disappointing part. Is like Brisker, C.J. Gardner Johnson, Nashawn Wright, Kevin Byard. They're all going on deals that we can afford, which makes it
yeah,
feel like we have a big move coming. But also, we could just be trying to gear up for the fact that we have to probably pay Caleb next year. So I don't know. But we've made good moves. I love the Devin Bush and Kobe Bryant signings. Those are huge.
yep. What's your? You have any hope in getting Max Crosby, or what are you thinking on that?
So I
Like,
did.
what's the big move that you think they could be making?
That's what I thought it was going to be. Was us once the Ravens trade fell through, which was a crazy situation in
That was
itself.
insane.
But
Yeah,
I thought once that happened, we had a genuine shot at going to get Max Crosby. But then he put out that post on Twitter, basically
yep,
committing to the Raiders. But then I'm seeing reports he's still not fully committed. He might get traded. So I don't know. But I no longer have like high hopes about it anymore. I
yep.
think we're
I got
shifting
you.
our focus to the fact that we have a first and two second rounders now, and we're going to try and gear up in the draft. And I'm not mad at that, trying to stay young. But I would have liked to
Yep.
obviously have one of the best pass rushers in the league.
Speaking of the draft, I think I got your Bears pick today.
Yeah, yeah, we're switching it up this time. Instead of me doing the odds and Harry doing the evens, we're flipping it so Harry gets the first overall pick, which means I wasn't trying to throw you under the bus. I was gonna say I have the Colts pick, but um,
Oh, come on, man.
I promise it wasn't on purpose. I promise. But hey,
It's all right. The Jets aren't going to hit on that pick anyway. They never do, so it's okay.
let's uh let's kick things off. Let's start the draft here.
All right, let's get it going. I'll start with the first pick. Oakland Raiders. Oh my gosh, you
Dude,
hear
what?
that
Hold
one?
on. What year is it? What?
Dude, you hear that one? The Las Vegas Raiders. Holy crap! So this one, I feel like this is a pick that is not going to change from now on, just till the draft. Fernando Mendoza, the easy number one overall pick. They need a quarterback. He's here. I mean, this is going to be every single draft, man, until draft day. So
Yeah, there's just nothing to change there.
yeah,
Number two is where, dude, it starts to
let's
get
see.
interesting because obviously we've got the Ruben Baines, the David Baileys, but then we've got names like Sonny Styles, who's leaped off. I don't think you take a linebacker here, but Arvell Reese
Mm-mm.
obviously is an animal as well. And I think I'm gonna go different from you. From last time, I believe you took David Bailey. Um,
Yep.
I'm gonna go with Ruben Bain Jr.
Okay. I thought somebody else was for sure going off that board. So I'm at number 3 here with Arizona. Basically, they said Brissett's their quarterback. So I honestly think they need to start getting some pieces of that offense that are going to stick around and help out their future quarterback because it's obviously not going to be Brissett. So I'm going with Francis Maui Noah. He's a brick wall on that offensive line. They need somebody that's going to be like a tone setter. He'll bring a good physical mentality to that offensive line. And I just think he's going to be a perfect fit for what they need now and just a good future building block.
Yeah, and this time now I've got the Titans here at pick number four, and just kind of like how I talked about in the Jets pick. There's two guys I'm really deciding between here for the Titans, and that's Arvell Reese, that's Sonny Styles, and I think you go with Arvell Reese here. I know Sonny Styles has been insane during the combine, tested out of this world, especially for a linebacker, just any player in general, but especially for a linebacker. But I think you go and you secure up that defensive line because they went and they got John Franklin Myers, if I'm not mistaken. So they have John Franklin Myers. You got Jeffrey Simmons. You had Arvell Reese in there. All of a sudden, you're making some
Yeah.
noise in the AFC South.
Unfortunately for my Colts, because that would be a fantastic pick for those Titans. Next on the clock, we got the New York Giants at pick 5. So the Giants are interesting here. We've been hearing a lot of, I think personally, I think a lot of smoke. I don't think they're going to draft Jeremiah Love. I just don't know why they would be so interested in a quarterback this high when Scadaboo is. I mean, we saw what he did last year. Maybe he doesn't even start the year healthy, but he's a beast. I don't think you need to take this high of an investment. So personally, if I was the Giants, it's Sonny Styles for me at number 5. They can go multiple different ways, but they can fill this need pretty easily. I think you take him here and you pair him up with the new linebacker you just signed in Tremont Edmonds. You know him. It addresses a positional need, but I think it could also allow the Giants to move Abdul Carter to play the edge more often. And those packages with all of those guys on that defense can be pretty nasty.
And they also released, I don't know if it's official. I think it is now as of today, but they released Bobby Okereke as well. So,
Yep.
you know, you obviously got Tremaine Edmonds, who's solid linebacker, was great for
Yeah.
us. And now you pair him up with Sonny Styles. Again, that defense, it's looking scary on paper.
That's scary, man. Yeah. Uh-huh.
So now we get the Browns. And last time out, we had Carnell Tate going here. And I was trying to think maybe we go a little bit different, you know, maybe. But I just, like, we could take a tackle here. But I think with Maui Goa going first, the only other guy I would think of here is Spencer Fano. And I think they just play it safe, go grab Carnell Tate. It's the right pick to make.
Yeah, I think I also made the pick in our first one with that. It's just too good of a fit there. They obviously need the wide receiver help. Tate would fit in there perfectly. And the next one, this is where it could get interesting because the Commanders can do a couple things. But I'm going to choose the fun choice this one, and we're going to take Jeremiah Love.
Okay.
I think this is where he goes. I think this is where he goes at 7. Just a fantastic fit. I mean, you got the Notre Dame guy right here. You love him. You know how great of a guy this is. Easily one of the best top players in this draft. And this is a need that they need to address. And, I mean, what is better than just drafting Jeremiah Love and throwing him in there?
Yeah, dude, he's, in my opinion, if not the number 1, the number 2 player, depending on how you feel about some other guys in here like a Caleb Downs. But and it could be my Notre Dame bias, but I feel like he's the number 1 player in this class just off of skill alone. But you don't ever take a running back first overall. And now we get to the Saints pick here at number 8, which the Saints, they're shooting themselves in the foot right now for Jeremiah Love going in the pick before them to the Commanders. And obviously they have Travis Etienne, but still, Jeremiah Love, dude. I mean, come on. He's a demon. As I was talking, I forgot about Travis Etienne for a second, but still. So I guess when you think about that, now that I'm remembering free agency's going on, Travis Etienne with the Saints, they could use another receiver here. They could use a linebacker. They could pray that Sonny Styles would have fallen, which obviously doesn't happen here for us. We could grab Mansour Delane, but I think they've lucked into David Bailey dropping here, and I think they grab David Bailey at pick 8.
Dude, you sniped me, man. That's what I was gonna do for these Chiefs if you didn't get him there. He just fell too far down that board. Fantastic pick. The Saints would be very, very happy with that. So now, I mean, man, you got some players on this board still. But if I was the Chiefs, I don't think I would pick any of these receivers yet. I would maybe look towards the name of a guy like Caleb Downs, but that's just not really what they absolutely need right now. But I think if I'm them, you take best player available, and I believe that is Caleb Downs here.
So we have Caleb Downs only falling to 9, and for those of you a little concerned, there's been reports about a degenerative knee issue going on for Caleb Downs, similar to what that was of, I believe it was Will Johnson last year. I'm not putting too much faith into it, but I do think it will affect his draft stock. And for some reason, safeties always fall. I mean, Kyle Hamilton fell all the way to the Ravens that year. It just always happens. I don't know why that is, because elite safeties, in my opinion, are some of the most valuable positions in football. That's the whole back half of the field. They are blanketing. So I think, I just think Caleb Downs falling to the Chiefs is... I would be so depressed if I was in the AFC West and that happened. Of course,
because he can go. Where do you think he can go as early as 4 or 5?
So as early. I mean, originally I think we had him going to the Giants.
Right.
I
Yeah.
could see him going to the Giants. I could even see the Titans, but I think the Titans have bigger needs. Even though you take best player available, I think they have bigger needs when there's similar talent wise there. I could see the Giants. I could see the Commanders could have taken him. Uh, yeah, dude, he's going to be an interesting prospect to watch in this draft because how far does he fall with these injury reports? How much of a
Yeah.
toll is it going to take? Because talent wise, I said it last time out. I think he's the best player alongside Jeremiah Love. So
Yeah.
yeah, but we
And
get to the
unfortunately, you
Bengals.
got the team that would be furious that this pick
Yes,
just happened
yes.
before them.
I was really hoping he was going to fall to my Bengals here. I say my Bengals; they're not my team, but my pick, my pick for the mock
Someone
draft.
clip that.
No, no. I know I'm wearing orange right now, but not the right orange. But the Bengals, they a couple ways they can go. I think it's too early to take Dylan Thieneman from Oregon. I just don't think I think he's a great safety. Same thing with Emmanuel McNeil-Warren. I think they're both great safeties. I think pick 10's too early for them though. Uh, they could really use a linebacker, but I don't think you reach up for C.J. Allen yet. I think what happens in this situation is the Bengals would trade out if someone was willing to trade up for one of those corners or tackles. But we're not going to do any trades here. So what I think is going to happen is, let's see, how badly do they need tackles? They don't. I know they drafted what's his name last year. Was it? I can't remember his name. But they
Can't remember
drafted
his
him and
name.
they're retaining all their linemen. So I don't want to mess that up for once in their lives. So I do. Oh, this is a tough pick. This is a tough pick. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
with. Let's go with Mansour Delane here. Let's sure up
Yeah.
that secondary. Yeah, I think that's the right pick here.
I think you had to go best player available there. That was a good pick. They need the defensive help. And if you are these Dolphins, you are running in this card instantly. And you are putting Kenyon Sadiq's name on that.
Oh yeah,
Because this guy, he brings a ridiculous athletic profile. He is 6'3", like 241 pounds, I believe it was somewhere around
he's a
that.
beast, dude.
He has a massive catch radius, great route running ability, and he could be the perfect fit in that offense and a new safety blanket for their new quarterback, Malik Willis.
Yes, yeah, dude. And I last time out we had him going to the Eagles, and he just like Sonny Styles tested phenomenally
Yeah.
at the combine, and his draft stock's only going to continue to rise because he's an athletic tight end that can catch football, and that's what the modern tight end really is. It's not so much about blocking anymore because he's not a great blocker, but he's so good at the point of the ball, contested catches, route running. He's fantastic. So great pick for the Dolphins there. Then we get into the Cowboys. Now, interesting here for the Cowboys because originally I had them going corner here or a linebacker, but for some reason they decided to trade away every D tackle they have besides Quinnen Williams
Yeah.
the other day. So
Yeah.
I think they're going to do a little bit of a reach here, and they're going to go for Caleb Banks, D tackle from Florida.
Yeah. Yeah, they definitely need to address
I
that
don't know.
position now.
I don't know if Jerry
And
miscalled, but dialed somebody and forgot he already
That's
traded one away.
quick
But
butt dial. If I am the Rams here, I am extremely happy with how this board has fallen because you need a tackle and you have Spencer Fanu just sitting right there. So that's going to be the easy pick for me. Just a great fit, addresses a big need for them, and Stafford isn't getting any younger, so the better people he has watching him, the better it is will be for Puka and for fantasy. So
now, if I'm the Ravens, I feel like we keep saying this. I love how this draft board has fallen. I'm going and
yeah,
grabbing Jordan Tyson, wide receiver, Arizona State. Like we said last time, Mekhi Lemon, they don't need another slot guy right now. They need that true outside that X receiver. Go ahead and get Jordan Tyson.
now the Buccaneers, man, they have some weird ones here. I think they desperately need to address their edge. And if I look at their edge here, you got guys like Akeem Mesidor, you got guys Keldrick Falk, Cassius Howell, which I know you're not a fan of that much. If I'm the
I
Bucks,
put up little T-Rex arms there.
yeah, I knew it. Yeah, I knew you were doing some. I'm gonna go Akeem Mesidor here. There's a lot to like about what he puts on tape. when you watch him work against like quality tackles, you see a rusher who wins with technique and effort rather than just athleticism. The concerns are real though. He's old. He'll turn 25 before the season starts. His talent is first round caliber, but the age and the medical history, I could see why a couple teams would be a little worried to spend the draft capital on him early.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. So, I'm the even picks. Okay, perfect. I know what I'm
Yeah.
doing for one of my picks. I was gonna say I forgot about this, but I have their second pick, so I'm referring to the Cowboys.
Okay.
But we're on the Jets, pick 16. So we had the Jets. I had them taking Ruben Bain with pick 2, and I think they have so much that they can do here. They were spending a good amount of money in free agency, but I think you go and grab Mekhi Lemon, grab yourself that slot receiver, have that guy next
Yeah.
to Garrett Wilson. Think it's a perfect fit. Still don't know who
Yeah.
their
They
quarterback's going to be. I don't think, right? They didn't sign anybody yet.
Geno Smith.
Oh, they did. I mean, we
Yeah, I
still
was
don't
about
know
to
who their
say, come
quarterback's
on,
going to
dude.
be.
Come on, man. Respect him, dude. Geno Smith.
Dude, I'm.
We'll see how that goes, man. I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna be.
So if you guys
I
have
mean, I don't
missed
know.
any free agent sightings, make sure you are following us on Twitter and Instagram, at TGN Football on Twitter or X, the Gridiron Network on Instagram. We're posting just about every signing that's happening there, and it's funny because on Twitter I've been typing all of these signings, and I'm the one here forgetting every signing that has happened. So,
Yeah.
anyways, Lions are
That's
up on the
okay.
clock.
That's okay. Lions on the clock here. I think they're gonna go defensive line here. I'm gonna give them Keldrick Folk. Now I'm gonna give them Keldrick Folk because he's a great run stopper. He should have an immediate impact there. The floor here is a high quality starter who can make the entire front seven just better by controlling the gaps and just forcing offenses to just. I mean, you just got to watch out for him. He's just so good at stopping the run up the middle. And the Lions have the ability to take a guy that can help you win now in that aspect of the run defense, but his other parts of his game still do need to develop. And I think that the Lions are the perfect team where they can kind of wait a little bit for that to happen.
Definitely, definitely. We get on to another NFC North team here, the Vikings. Um, hey, we've got a new quarterback in town. Sorry, Nine.
Yep.
Sorry, JJ. Kyler Murray. Kyler
He's
Murray
here.
is the new QB. Will he be the starter? I think so personally, but
He
at the
should,
very
yeah,
least,
I think so.
we have a QB battle that's going to happen there. So, what do we do there? They did re-sign, if I'm not mistaken. I believe they re-signed Aaron Jones and reworked his contract. But I think they really desperately need a running back. So I do think it's possible that we can see another Notre Dame guy go here. And I'm trying to find him here. Jadarian Price. I think we could see a bit of a shock pick here. Jadarian Price going to pick 18. Is it what I'm going to do? I don't know because they could use a little more as well. You know what? Let's get a little crazy. We're going Jadarian Price pick 18. We're throwing
Dude,
some needles in a haystack here.
you are crazy, man.
I loved obviously Notre Dame bias, but I think Jadarian Price is a fantastic running back. I realistically could see him going at the end of the first round, but the Vikings don't really need a whole lot when it
Dude,
comes to what's on the
Harrison
board at
Smith
the moment.
replacement was right there, man.
I don't know, man. I think there's good safeties here. Could it have been a miss? I don't know. Let's be a little different. Let's go Jadarian Price.
That's okay. So I got the Panthers here on the clock next. Oh man, what do I think they do? I think if I'm the Panthers, you need to keep prioritizing Bryce Young and helping him out. So I'm gonna look at some of these tackles here. And in my notes, I had to look for I said to look for a little Caden Proctor, but Monroe Freeling is still on this board. And I'm going to go with that. I just think between him and Proctor, Freeling is the better player overall. And like I said, you drafted Tedero McMillan. You got him a wide receiver 1 last year. Now you get him some more help on this offensive line and hope to see Bryce Young develop.
Yeah, like you said. I mean, they're doing a good job in free agency. I mean, that Devin Lloyd signing, man, that is
Oof.
something. I'm sitting here and I'm instantly regretting the Jadarian Price pick. I am fumbling this mock
Yep.
draft, but hey, we're being different today. We're being different. Speaking of different, let's
That's
keep
okay.
it going here. Cowboys, they
Let's do
have they brought him in for a visit today. Omar Cooper Jr., wide receiver from Indiana. They brought him
Mm,
in. Do they go with him? I don't know. I personally don't think it's a big need, but the fact that they're bringing him in for visits,
yeah.
I don't know. But I'm going to, because I've gone a little crazy with some of my picks today, we're going to play it safe with this one for Jerry. And we're going to go with CJ Allen, linebacker from Georgia. Get your good inside linebacker. Let's play it safe here for once, Lucas. All right. We'll play it safe.
Not bad. Let me see. Because unfortunately, you faked me out. So I clicked, I clicked draft on Omar. Let me go back. I'll do. Okay. So next, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think the Steelers are very, very happy here. Dylan, I don't know how to. Is it Thieneman?
I believe it's
Do you know how to
Thieneman.
pronounce? Thieneman. Dylan Thieneman, safety from Oregon. I mean, this guy tested so good,
He
and
did.
if he fell to 21, dude, I thought he was gone at 18. I thought that was it
He
with
probably
them
should have been.
releasing Harrison Smith. I thought that was it. But yeah, I'm gonna take him and just pretty very very easy fit here for this Steelers defense.
Then we get to the Chargers here, and unfortunately, I get to say his name this time. But I've got the Chargers taking guard for Penn State. Let's see. Oilava
You got
Vega
this.
Ione.
Yep.
I don't think that was that bad. Don't know what I was supposed to sound, but go get you a guard here. I think it's the right pick. Not fancy, but it's the pick that Justin Herbert desperately needs, and then I feel like he's out of excuses.
Dude, what's up with you and Herbert, man?
I don't know, man. I got a little beef with him.
You just
I don't
not
know why. Maybe it's because
what?
all the
You just
Jalen
don't
Hurts
trust
slander.
him, or okay?
He always gets compared to Jalen Hurts. I'm not even an Eagles fan, but I like Jalen
Yeah.
Hurts.
All right, let's see. Speaking of Eagles, I am up here. So, man, the Eagles. I think they go DB here. Jermon McCoy, you got Avion Terrell, you got. Oh man,
Even with
I'm gonna
the
take.
Tariq Woolen signing,
Oh, I did forget about that one.
I think they could still go DB, just maybe a different.
I think they could because I don't think they're gonna take Cassius Howell. So I think they're gonna go Jermon McCoy. And with that, I mean, the thing with Jermon McCoy is just, I really do think, I know I said this last time because I drafted him. I can't remember what team it was on, but I said he is one of the best players in this draft, but obviously he is injured. So just from a skill wise, he is, but not right now. And this is a big need for them. I mean, he has the IQ and he's just real versatile, just making him a high worthy selection with just like legit see like cornerback one upside. And like I said, he's falling due to injury, but it's the Eagles. I think they're the perfect team to take advantage of somebody falling down the draft because of that.
It's a very Howie pick.
Exactly. And I think it would be very hard for the Eagles to pass by him if he's on the board here.
So now we get to the Browns again, who I had taking Carnell Tate earlier. And they should probably take a tackle here. We could see them take another receiver. But I think they're going to take a tackle. I don't think it'll be Blake Miller. I think, like you mentioned earlier, Caden Proctor. I think that's who they're going to go with here. Still a bit of a project. Looked a lot better this year, but I think they go with Caden Proctor.
Yep, great pick. And now we're Chicago. So the Bears are going to trade their pick to the Indianapolis Colts.
All right.
That's what we're going to...
For Sauce Gardner.
All right, well... Yeah, okay. All right. Well, I'm going defensive line here, and I'm going Caden McDonald. I just feel like this one's pretty easy. He is literally a human-sized roadblock. Centers try to move him and end up going backwards instead. Just that kind of play strength you just can't teach. His run defense grades out as elite, and offensive coordinators will literally have to abandon their run game as he is just controlling everything up the middle. And that kind of disruption, it just changes how like defenses can operate. And I think that would just be a great fit in your guys' defense. What would you think of that pick?
I'd love that pick. I think he's a fantastic nose tackle. I think Javon Dexter will be able to play off of him very well. I just hope he can continue to progress as a pass rusher. Otherwise, it's just going to feel like an Andrew Billings 2.0 situation. But I have faith in him. I think he's going to be better than Andrew Billings. But I hope he can progress a little more as a pass rusher. But I think that's a great pick here. The only other pick that I would have liked there is the pick that I'm going to take for the Buffalo Bills here. And that's going to be Emmanuel McNeil-Warren, safety from Toledo.
There you go. Let's see. 49ers. This one I was having. Oh man, I feel like there's just one name that is so obviously just should not be here so far, and I'm gonna take it for this defense. I feel like you just have Avion Terrell here, and I feel like he's really fell down this board a lot. Like he's gonna contribute day one to this defense, and it's just he just has elite ball skills. He's really athletic, and I think just what you saw at Clemson, it will just show up good to the pros.
Yeah, yeah, I could definitely see it there. Um, we then get to the Texans, who, I mean, I feel like that their obvious need is interior offensive line, offensive tackles. So
Yeah,
I think they're going to go ahead and grab Emmanuel Pregnon from Oregon, offensive guard. I think, again, not the pretty pick. I know guys always want to see the skill position players, but it's the right pick for the Texans. They need to protect CJ Stroud and hope that he can get back to the CJ Stroud that we saw as a rookie. And I
yeah,
think if he can get just a little better of an offensive line, he'll stop seeing ghosts as much, and we will see that CJ Stroud return.
yeah. I got a fun one here, man. So we got the Chiefs here. They need a receiver. I'm going to give them wide receiver from Washington, Denzel Boston. Now, Denzel Boston, he's not going to run past any corners with his speed, but just he plays with the position with intelligence and just he's real physical, and that should translate good to the league. His best work comes from when he can use the length to high point the balls in just contested situations. And he scored 20 touchdowns over 2 seasons. So I mean that's what you want to see. He knows how to get open in the red zone. He knows how to win at the catch point, and that is just going to be perfect in that Chiefs offense. And I think he's a bigger guy. I think he's like 6'4" too. I think he's a little bigger. Yeah, 6'4", 209. I just think that could be fantastic for that Chiefs offense.
Yeah, and I mean he did it in the Big Ten, so he was
Yeah.
facing really good competition. We get into the Broncos next, who a couple different ways I could see them going. But I think they're going to stick with the offensive side of the football here. Um, and I think they could really use a tight end. I think Eli Stowers, a lot of people I've seen are thinking he's going to end up better than Kenyon Sadiq. I don't personally think so, but that's the level I'm seeing his name at. And again, I think he's going to be a great pick, a day one contributor. Give me Eli Stowers for the Broncos.
All right, so my last pick, I got the Patriots here. I'm gonna go defensive side of the ball here, and I feel like on this last draft, I feel like Peter Woods went decently high, and he's down here at 31. Or I'm debating between him or TJ Parker. I'm gonna go Peter Woods here. I think he just fits the defense better for what they need, and they got a couple options they can take there. Because I was really thinking receivers, and there's a lot of them there. But I'm still have a little hope that they got an AJ Brown trade coming through.
I don't think it's gonna happen, but hey, I know
Having
they're
fun.
hoping it's gonna happen.
Let's see. Yeah, we'll see.
Now we get to the final pick of mock draft 2.0 for us here. Seahawks, reigning Super Bowl champions. Couple ways they can go. I think they're gonna go receiver here, and I it's either Omar Cooper or Casey Concepcion, and I think you go with the guy who just won the Natty. I think you go Omar Cooper. So I think Cassius Howell falls out of the first round. I think you go Omar Cooper here, and that's going to do it for our mock draft, for the 2.0 mock draft. I just feel like one thing I got to say here again, man. That's the Jadarian Price pick, guys, all right? Just look past it a little bit, okay? I I promise it wasn't just
What
my
would you have
Notre Dame
switched?
bias. It would have been Dylan Thieneman. I totally forgot
Yeah.
they released Harrison Smith. But we ball. You know what? Screw it. We ball.
Hey, exactly. Any other picks shock you while you look at this board?
Um,
Got 3 Ohio State guys in the beginning.
this was very different from our first mock draft.
Yeah, this was. Yeah, this was.
Some guys went a lot higher. Some guys went a lot lower. Like Jermod McCoy went really low. Avion Terrell went a lot lower. Obviously, Cassius Howell fell out of the first round for us.
Yeah.
TJ Parker fell out of the first round. Caleb Downs dropped to number 9. Then we had some guys really rise, like Caleb Banks. He went all the way up to number 12. Akeem Mesidor at
I
15.
love that Kenyon Sadiq pick at 11, man.
Yeah,
If they can
Sadiq
do
to
that,
11.
oh man, that would be good.
It's instantly good for those Dolphins. Still aren't going to finish with a lot of wins, but a good pick for
Yeah,
them.
yeah, exactly.
But yeah, dude, I really
Not too
like
bad,
this
man. I
mock
like
draft.
it.
It's
Yeah, this
just,
one was good. This one was
there's
good.
just a polar bear in Texas there at number 18.
Yeah.
And I
I
take
think we're
accountability
gonna
for that.
somehow have to introduce some trades here soon or something.
Oh, that's where it's going to get interesting.
Get
Man.
it
Let us
going.
know in the
Get it
comments if
going.
you do
Yeah,
want
let
to
us
see
know.
those trades.
Let us know what you want.
And I feel like another thing here before we start to kind of wrap up that I just want to say in general is NFL hot takes, guys. Leave those down in the comments. Free agency is in the works. It's pretty much over by the time you're seeing this. So go ahead and leave those NFL hot takes down below. Your post free agency, post combine hot takes. We'll probably talk about them next week, probably critique you a little bit, but leave those down below. Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, wherever you are watching. And then Harry, I also want to really talk about is more about the draft, and I kind of want to see what you guys want to see. Do you want us to see us break down maybe positions a little more? Want to go a little more in depth, or do you just want to keep seeing the mock drafts? I feel like we're going to get more draft content out here as we start really ramping up towards April and towards the NFL draft. It's everyone's favorite time of the year for 90% of the teams that aren't in the playoffs. And as a Bears fan, that was my life for most of my life, was the NFL draft. So it holds a special place in my heart.
Yeah, it's so awesome that like the first time, this is really like the first time I've ever dove into these college guys, like already doing this mock drafts this early, and the Colts don't have a first round pick. So that's cool. Yeah.
We have picked 25, but like I said, dude, I don't know the last time I ever picked in the 20s. I don't know the last time I picked in double digits, let alone the 20s. So
yeah,
it's gonna be interesting. And then we've got the Chiefs at 9, the Ravens at 14. It's just it was a weird year.
It was a weird year
in the best way
it was
possible.
really weird.
It was a weird year.
Yeah, no, seriously.
But yeah,
and we got some like it's gonna be fun watching. Dude, the Raiders next year, man. I might be back.
Here we go again.
I might be back.
Pete Carroll, coach of the year,
like,
2.0.
Oh. We're gonna save it for that episode. You got to tune in and keep following us.
Well,
follow
we got
the socials.
You know what? It looks like I was gonna check when did pro days start. It looks like they're already starting, if I'm not mistaken. So that's going to be something we're going to hit here that's going to affect our mock drafts coming up, is pro days are happening. So it's mainly a lot of the smaller schools at the moment. I'm just scrolling through here trying to see the first big name schools. It looks like March 12th is when that's really going to start, which ironically is today when we are recording. So
look at that.
We'll be hearing more about that soon. But yeah, all the big schools are going to start really testing here for the pro days. So keep an eye out for that. We've got more draft content coming to you, more podcasts coming to you, more content in general. We're really ramping up the content on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, trying to get everything out there a little bit more for you guys, more than just the weekly podcast. So make sure you are following us on all social media platforms. All of those links will be down below in the description. Harry, did you have anything else that you wanted to add on today?
Yeah, actually. Don't you have some like... Oh, what is that thing? Like some code or something like that?
Oh, you know what? I totally forgot about that. I just can't remember what it's called. Oh, code TGN. make sure you guys use code TGN for 10% off all items with Poggers. Poggers is the hydration and energy drink mix made for gamers, creators, and anyone who plays life at full speed, zero sugar, all flavor, no crash. That link is also down below in the description, so make sure you guys check that out. Leave a like on the video, subscribe, comment down below your hot takes, your thoughts on our mock draft. Don't flame me too hard for Darian Price, but leave a comment down below, and we will see you guys next week.